What you're watching here is a perfect example of how misinformation collides with real-world consequences. The deputies aren't here on a whim. They're executing a signed court order after weeks, sometimes months, of legal process. But when someone gets trapped in sovereign citizen ideology, they stop engaging with that process entirely. No hearings, no filings, no appeals, just internet theories and misplaced confidence. And by the time law enforcement shows up at your door, every opportunity to fix things quietly has already passed. This is where belief meets reality.
Sheriff's office, start eviction! Sheriff's office, here to serve eviction for everybody inside this residence. Okay, we're serving eviction. Open up the door, ma'am.
I'm not giving you eviction from nobody. I've been here for 20 years. I'm not evicted. You go through a process. I haven't been through no process. Can't nobody just come up here. My name is Miss Green.
Okay, Miss Green, Deputy Sutton. We post a notice on your door.
That's not, it said unknown. I'm a known person. I don't know what that means.
Miss Green, is anybody else in there with you?
My grandson is in here with me.
Okay, how's your grandson?
He's 19.
19. Okay. Why didn't you go to the courthouse when the notice was posted on the door?
I'm not an unknown person. I'm Zoanne Green. I've been here for 20 years. They don't have no contracts with me to be doing nothing with anyone. So I don't know why they're here talking about they can evict me and all this stuff. So you go past foreclosure to evict to get listen, this is a scam and the bank is a scam.
Notice how everything immediately shifts to identity and jurisdiction. This is a common tactic. If you deny being a person or claim special status, you think the law stops applying. But courts don't operate on vibes or spiritual declarations. They operate on addresses, property records, and judicial orders. Evictions don't target names alone. They apply to whoever occupies the residence. That's why the paperwork lists the property. You can debate philosophy all day, but possession of a house is a physical fact, not a metaphysical one.
Don't have no jurisdiction over me. I'm indigenous to this land. This is my property. I've been here. That's why they can't touch me. Now this person comes over here talking about, oh, I just purchased this house from an auction with no paperwork in his hand. He just called. I could have killed him. You don't come up to nobody's home talking about what you got. You ain't got nothing in your hand. You just talking. Like, who the fuck does that?
Here's the tragic part. Refusing to read the paperwork doesn't make it disappear. That document represents hearings that were missed, notices that went unanswered, and deadlines that expired. Every eviction like this has a timeline behind it. There were chances to ask for extensions, apply for assistance, or challenge the sale. But sovereign logic teaches people to ignore the system instead of using it. And that choice quietly removes every legal safety net long before deputies ever knock on the door.
I'm supposed to be evicted. My name is not unknown. Everybody knows it. The light bill has been in my name for 20 years. I have been here. This is my home. Okay, can't nobody buy somebody's home off from under them if they don't have no paperwork or no nothing.
Okay,
that's not right.
Ms.
So you can't evict me for nothing.
Well, my question to you, Ms. Green, why didn't you go to the courthouse?
Because the papers say unknown. I'm not an unknown. If you have something, I've been, all my neighbors know me. I'm part of the neighborhood watch. Why is my name not on any paperwork? Explain that to me. I'm not unknown. I'm very known. So I don't know what kind of eviction you're doing, but it's illegal and you can't evict
I'm
me.
doing a court order, ma'am.
Well, I don't know what court order, what name is it under?
It's under 3718.
That's not a name, that's an address.
Now emotions take over, and that's exactly when things get harder. Fear turns into anger, anger turns into accusations, and suddenly everyone becomes the enemy. But the deputies didn't create this outcome. They're simply enforcing what a judge already ordered. At this point, the case is over. There's no debate left to have on the porch. The only choices remaining are leaving voluntarily or being removed. Everything else is just noise layered on top of a finalized legal decision.
Let me explain to you, Ms. Green. While I'm here, and the court order was signed by the judge saying to do the eviction.
For who?
I'm just explaining
Okay,
to you.
go ahead.
It's for the property.
No, you can't even.
You're
Really?
telling me
So you
no,
think you
you want
can
me to
come
read it?
here and evict somebody off of a property and you don't even have their name?
Okay. It doesn't require me to have a name. You want to read this portion?
Are you fucking serious to
Yes,
me?
ma'am. I'm gonna let you read this.
I don't need to read none of that. I don't want to read it. It don't have nothing to do with me.
It has to do with this property. It says
This is my property under my name. You don't even have a name on
the
there.
screen.
So I'm not leaving my property.
Claims of sovereign land pop up a lot in situations like this. But indigeneity, ancestry, or spiritual connection don't override recorded deeds and foreclosure proceedings. Property ownership is determined by courts and registries, not personal belief. Even if someone lived there for decades, once foreclosure is finalized and the home is sold, occupancy becomes unlawful. That's not cruelty. That's how property law works everywhere. And ignoring that reality only guarantees a harsher outcome.
State of Florida, which we're in, to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, which county we're in.
So you're gonna throw me out of my house right now?
I have no choice, ma'am. This is what the
Really?
court says. Yes.
Y'all are come throw all my shit out there. Since you're gonna do that
So it says-
to an indigenous person
So
of
it
this
says,
land, so you
commanded
go
to
do
remove
it.
all persons.
You're not removing me from my property. So you about to take me out of here? How?
Voluntarily, preferably.
You listen. I'm telling you, you're not removing me out of my property.
Okay.
I'm not leaving. So
Okay. We don't want to take you to jail, sir.
really, you.
Right.
This is pathetic. Y'all are something else, and
We
God
don't
will
wanna-
deal
we
with
don't
you.
wanna get to that
God
point.
will deal with you.
Okay.
I'm not leaving my house. This is my property. You walk up here with a guy. What is he
I'm
doing?
walking up
Who is
there-
that
I'm
white
walking
man
up there
coming
with
up here
court
trying to
order.
take black people's home?
This is the moment when theory collapses. You can see it on her face. The ideology promised protection, immunity, and control. But none of that shows up when enforcement arrives. Sovereign narratives always skip this part. The handcuffs, the displacement, the lost equity, and the trauma to family members watching it unfold. Real consequences don't care about YouTube gurus. They arrive quietly, with paperwork and badges, and they move forward whether you agree or not.
Order.
No, you walked up here with a guy with no name on no paper.
You keep one certain.
There's no name on that paper. You think you can throw me out of my house? That is against the law. I'm sorry. You can't.
All right, sir. You gotta leave, man. Got a court order to move off.
I gotta leave. Look,
If
all
you
my
like,
stuff
you can
is
go
in
to-
here.
you
All
can
my
go to
life
the
is
court.
in here. I've been here for 20 years.
At 3718.
Really?
Just like that's your mother.
This is my grandson.
Okay, just like I was running to your grandmother, we got a court order to remove all persons from this address.
31.
I need the supervisor to come over here or somebody. Because I'm not, this is not happening to me. They think they can just come and take you out your home. That is a shame.
Look around at what's being left behind. This is what happens when people stop engaging with reality early on. Court is where you fight. Court is where you negotiate. Court is where you protect yourself. Skipping that step guarantees chaos at the end. Assistance programs, relocation time, and legal remedies only exist for people who participate. Sovereign beliefs convince followers that compliance is weakness, when in truth, showing up is how you keep your life intact.
Need somebody over
You know what
y'all.
eviction is? Okay, so that's what we're doing right now.
You can't evict some. They don't even have my name on their paperwork. They just want to throw me up out of here. And that guy over there did it. He went and got them. With no paperwork, just come to your house. Y'all do that to black people all day long. He got some paperwork with nobody's name on it. And he thinks he can, for the property, not the persons that's in the
Step
property.
out, sir.
You can step out there.
Yeah, you're not in trouble.
I'm
You
not
understand,
scared of
right?
these
So
people.
it says step out. Okay.
And I don't even know why you're showing it to him. I'm the grown person.
You didn't want to look at it, man.
I don't need that. And my name ain't on
He's
it.
in the door, right?
Yeah, but my name ain't on it.
We're in the state of Florida, right?
You don't even have his
I work
glasses
for the
on.
Orange County Sheriff's Office. You are commanded to remove all persons from 3718
I
King
can't
Avenue
believe this. I'm
and put
really appalled
this
right
company
now.
in possession of the property.
This is a shame. So I don't know where they think I'm gonna go. I don't have
It
no
don't
place
say
to go. I'm gonna
no
sit
name
here on
on
this
it.
damn porch.
To remove the person out the house?
Remove all persons.
That's a shame.
So,
That's-
so your
I'm gonna
best
have
interest
to
is
sue
gather
the
your
shit.
belongings because we're
I don't
doing
have
this
I
eviction.
don't have nowhere to go. My
I
house
can't
first.
stop this eviction.
That is a shame. And look at you.
Yeah, we don't enjoy doing this.
Yes, you
But
do.
I have
You
authority to
think
do
you're
it.
some, you think
Okay,
that
so
this is beautiful.
This eviction is
You
going to
love
happen,
do-
Screen.
I'm not leaving my house. I'm not. I've been living here for 20 years. You want me to just up and leave because you came over here on my porch telling me what I got to do. My name ain't on nothing. So you gonna take me to jail?
Now, we don't want to do that.
You don't want to, but you will in a heartbeat. You don't care about nobody. You have nothing inside of you.
That is not
Nothing.
our preferred option.
And I pray for you because something gonna happen to both of y'all for coming here trying to remove somebody from their house because of that piece of shit. That ain't he's a foreigner
It's not a
on my
it's a
land.
cost of the court order.
You will pay dearly, honey, if I leave here because I don't have no place to go and I'm not leaving. I got too much shit to get out of here. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but you might need to go back to the judge and tell him I said to call me.
That's something you should have did, man.
I don't need to do that. That's not none of it is on my name is not on any. They're not talking to me.
Okay. So you're not a person,
I'm not my name. I have a name and an identity.
but you are a person.
It doesn't say person. It
Yes, sir.
says it needs to say the person that has been here. The light bill is in my name for
So that's
20
something
years.
you will have to talk to the court about.
I don't need to talk to no court. I'm indigenous. This is my land.
Names and badge numbers, and they are writing this information down. Yeah, she's asked for all their badge numbers and names. I guess she can file a complaint. She could have showed up for court, by the way, but her reason for not going to the court date was she has a name. Her name is not unknown. She's going back to the door to do something. She unlocked the door, went back in for some reason, don't know why. The police officers are going in with them. They have a car. And for the record, it is a